Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
I hurt myself today.
Bro, listen, I feel for the homie. I really do. I feel for the homie, man. I would never understand, like from the bottom of my heart, I would never understand why they would choose to put something like that out into public, but to each their own. I mean, whatever floats your boat, floats your boat. But I'm gonna be honest with you, because I feel like a part of me is kind of happy. A part of me is kind of happy that they chose to put it out there. Why? Because contrary to popular belief, I think that Jada was right. I think that Jada was right about entanglement. And I gotta say, I gotta warn you. You gotta get out of entanglement. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you don't know, you probably been in that. Now, for those of you who don't, So for those of you who don't know about entanglement started out maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it was Jada's choice of words for expressing her shortcomings in her faithfulness in her marriage. You know, instead of going ahead and saying, yo, I cheated, I did you dirty, I did this and that, I had an affair, she was like, I had an entanglement.
An entanglement?
Yes.
And I know it sounds crazy, y'all. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy to me too. Listen, I brought this up to a couple people. They were like, yo, man, you bugging. I won't talk about this. But I was like, why not? Why not? I feel like we gotta start paying more attention to this concept of entanglement. You see, I was watching this. And I was judging, I'm not gonna front. I was judging and I was criticizing, I was laughing, I was looking at the memes and all that. And it was all jokes. Pathetic. I was disappointed. I was like, Will, bro, Fresh Prince, what are you doing? It's the truth. But then after a couple days, I keep hearing the word come up. And I started thinking to myself, like, yo, maybe entanglement's a thing. And I started checking myself. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before I made this video, I had a deep talk with myself and I was like, bro, maybe Jada was right. You gotta get out of entanglement. Now, this is why I feel like a lot of us are caught up in entanglement and we just gotta run up out of there. When I say entanglement, I'm not really talking about the decision to be unfaithful. I'm not really talking about cheating. I'm not really talking about having an affair. I'm talking about Jada's decision to downplay a situation or downplay her behavior and her decisions, to go from, instead of being like, yo, I cheated, I had an affair, yo, I hooked up with this dude, yo, I got caught up in entanglement. It sounds pretty, don't it? I cheated, I got caught up in entanglement. And if you think about it, I feel like we do that a lot. We do that a lot in life. We be like, instead of saying straight up what it is for what it is, we try to downplay things. We try to just be like, we try to sugarcoat everything. We try to pull Jada's and we try to just entanglement it. For example, I'm gonna give you guys a couple examples. You know that thing you do that you shouldn't be doing, that nobody really knows about, that you're hiding, that you probably wouldn't want people to know this. You know that thing you do. Before you do it, what do? You talk it down. You're like, oh, maybe this is not so bad. What are you doing? You entangle, you pulling a Jada, you pulling a Jada. Listen, you ate that last piece of chicken and you knew you wasn't supposed to eat that last piece of chicken.
I got into an entanglement.
You out here trying to be faithful with your eyes, but you staring at that picture on IG for a little bit too long.
I got into an entanglement.
Ooh! Listen, and for my Christians, you know that thing you do before you do your dirt, where it's like you about to sin, but you don't really want to call it sin, and then you have this conversation in your head talking about maybe it's not that serious, this or that, and you find every angle to look at the situation, and you try to justify it before God,
I got into an entanglement.
And just because I didn't bring up your example doesn't mean that this doesn't apply to you. We're all failing in that area of being completely honest with ourselves and the people around us. Listen, when you choose to distort the truth, when you choose to blur the truth, when you go from cheating to entanglement, all you're really doing is creating another lie. All you're doing is trying to sugarcoat it and trying to push yourself to believe something that really is not what it is. We've gotten way too good at cutting corners and we just gotta get right up out of that entanglement. Check this, y'all. Matthew 7:5. You hypocrite. First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you'll see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. It's real easy to judge Jada when it's not you in front of the camera. Now, I'll be the first to admit it. It's real easy for me to make a video like this and talk to you about all the things that you're doing wrong, and meanwhile pretend like I ain't doing nothing, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. In front of the cam, for the gram, yes, I'm failing in this area too, and that's exactly why I wanted to make this video. Like, we just gotta stop getting tangled up. We gotta stop coming up with excuses. We gotta stop dealing with this entanglement. We just gotta we gotta get out. But before I finish this video, I really wanna challenge you on this. Like, I wanna say this. If you judged Jada, like if you laughed, if you seen the memes, if you just LOL'd, if you were disappointed, like if you just looked down at it like, yo, what is this? Then I want you to do this. I want you to look in the mirror. I want you to be honest about the things that you're calling an entanglement when it's really something else. I want you to look at the things that you're downplaying. I want you to look at the things that you're sugarcoating. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to keep it a buck. I want you to come clean. I don't want you pulling Jadas out there. Listen, we out here really trying to grow, then we really gotta grow. Take this as an opportunity to realize how silly we all sound when we choose to downplay our misbehaviors. Don't hurt other people and don't hurt yourself. Believe it or not, this whole entanglement thing, like the whole lying, the whole downplaying, the whole excuse game, man, you're hurting yourself. Keep it real, be better than Jada, get out of that entanglement. You're gonna appreciate it. Peace.